late night gamers. It's a little bit of a late night gameplay here. We're back. Hello, Finera. I can't believe you got so close to the Costco guys. What was it like to be in the presence? Dude, I gotta show you the video. It was crazy. For those that haven't seen, the Costco guys. The Costco guys were at DreamHack Dallas. Could you guys believe it? The Costco legends. Big Justice and AJ. They were there. They were at DreamHack Dallas. 5 big booms. Did you get a pic? I didn't get a pic with them, but I have the video of me watching. We miss you. Hello, Unfeatured. Bro, how are you still awake? It's 3 a.m., man. I will say my throat. Someone asked me, how long have you been... how long have I been up? I got back home. Bro, you sound tired? Well, I got an hour and a half of sleep. Had to go up to DreamHack, work from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Came home. I fell asleep around 5 and I slept until 9-ish. So I slept about 4 hours. So I've got about 5.5 hours total sleep maybe in the past 24 hours, which isn't that bad, I guess. But yeah, so it was tough to go the day for the hour and a half of sleep. Big mistake to get a couple beers with the fellas the first night and then not get any sleep. Hex and Justin are passed out? Yeah, the old guys. The old guys. They can't handle the heat. Can't handle the heat these days. But, you know, it's fine. Are you getting drinks with us tomorrow? Yeah, there's no T1 games tomorrow. I'm going to be sleeping. My ass is not going to be... So, I mean, it shouldn't be an issue necessarily. 1.5 hour naps? Well, it wasn't really a nap. It was my sleep for the night. Was 1.5 hours. But then I got another 4-hour nap later after the event, so... Though as I left at like 11 p.m., my friends Maria and Cameron were like, bro, you should come back out to the bar. And I'm like, bro, I am fucked up. My throat is fucking raw. I'm tired. My ass is not going out drinking, driving up fucking 30 minutes to the bar, man. That's insanity. So tonight's going to be like a mega chill stream. I'm not doing all of Korea because I'm still really fucking tired. But I want to watch Crazy Raccoon AGG, and I want to watch, and obviously T1, of course. But I don't think VEC T1 is going to be particularly interesting. I think T1 should probably clear VEC. Did you game with Tasmo? No, man. I gamed with fucking Lady Death, trying to stay alive. I fought. The only game I was playing was Can I Keep My Eyes Open? See, unfeatured. Hello, Cutter Cookie. So yeah, I'm tired as fuck, dude. I've had a fucked up day. How much caffeine? I had 1 coffee. 1 12-ounce coffee because of my current... With my current level of caffeine tolerance, that like it's essentially the equivalent of me taking meth. Having 1 12-ounce coffee is the equivalent of me taking meth. So my heart gets jump-started. Can't believe you saw the Costco guys were currently washed. Dude, they didn't even have the Rizzler. I'm not going to lie. Here, let me swap over. Let me turn off our stuff here. Let me show you guys the video. Let me show you guys the video here. For those that haven't seen. Got this in the DreamHack arena. Look at this. This was in DreamHack Dallas, baby. Look at that. Chills. Chills.
Yes!
Chills factor. Chills factor. Extreme chills factor. Better or worse than DJ Khaled? Much better. Much better. Much better. But I will say, not having the Rizzler, it definitely hurts them. It hurts them a bit. Dude, I did see the Rizzler statement. I did see the Rizzler statement where he's like, dude, listen to the Rizzler.
That's crazy. right? I thought rent control
This
was
is
a
why I
thing.
need to be president.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
He does.
So I can only the rent would only be $45.
That's what I'm talking about.
$45 rent nationwide, dude.
That's what I'm
a
talking
great
about,
idea.
Rizzler.
That's it.
That's it.
And then for people,
That's what I'm talking about.
For people that don't have a home, I'll make it free for them. And I'll
Free
go
homes?
to the country
For the
to
homeless?
people that don't have homes, I'll sell them a free home.
Dude,
And give them free rent, and I'll pay.
Listen to Rizzler go.
I'm voting for you. You got
Listen
my
to the
vote.
Rizzler go, man. This is why he wasn't at DreamHack, because he was actually starting his campaign trail. He was starting up to take over Bernie Sanders' legacy. Did you end up going to bed calling Uber the venue? I did end up calling an Uber because I was like, I can't trust myself to drive because I had like an hour and a half of sleep after having a couple drinks the night before. So I was like still fucked. I worked the day and then I came back, slept for about 4 hours until about 9 p.m. Got some Raising Canes, some mid-Raising Canes because everything else around me was closed. And now we're here with some tea. Fourth report. Thank you for the tier 1. Is that a make me run an ad I see there? I think that is. That's a Finero with a make me run an ad. There you go. There you go. Have some of that. So Pokemon stream after co-stream? No. In fact, I very likely will not be streaming at all tomorrow, but we'll see. Because I'm cooked. Did I see the Kefri stuff? I literally don't care. But I don't. Is Kefri even in Overwatch anymore? He doesn't even play Overwatch anymore. Doesn't he like play more Rivals? It's not even funny. The thing about Kefri is that it's not even funny because it's literally just a 40-year-old like cheating on women, right? Like, what's even funny? There's nothing funny there. Like, what's even to discuss, man? It's just like loser shit. Like, what do we even like? There's nothing even to talk about. Like, what do we care? Somehow I found the 3:19 a.m. Uber. I mean, I feel like DreamHack's getting there they are. There's the Dong boys. There's the Dongminators. Honestly, your thoughts on start calling T1 the Dongminators? Thoughts on starting calling them the Dongminators as well? I feel like that's a pretty good name, potentially. It's just to start calling them that. I haven't watched Overwatch since Overwatch League. What's the meta? Right now, it's Freya, Orisa. It's kind of open on the tank front. There's been like a lot of Orisa, a lot of Winston, a lot of Malga, a lot of Diva, a lot of fucking Hazard. You don't really play that much Lucio. You see a lot of Brig, Ana, Brig, Juno, Kiriko, Juno. And then like typically your other player, your Flexi BS is playing like Tracer, Genji, shit like that. Zarya, I have not seen any Zarya at the pro level. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think I've seen Zarya once, maybe in ranked, but like at the pro level, I've seen almost no Zarya. I've seen like maybe one match of it. Hello, Tab Master C. Have you seen Freya Sojourn? Yes. Freya Sojourn has been played on maps like Circuit Royale. Oh yeah, a lot of Sombra. Sombra in Korea in particular. There's been a lot of Sombra. I haven't been watching it in A because the schedule hasn't worked out for me. And also I've been at DreamHack this weekend. Has Sombra getting played in an A? Has Sombra been getting played in North America? Or is it just Korea? A bit? Are Preds open? Oh no, they're not. I forgot to open them. This is just the chill match, guys. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is the chill match. Like, I do not think this is going to be close. This is me going to be hanging out until we can watch Crazy Raccoon anime, AGG All Girls Gaming. Though obviously I want T1 to win. I think they will win, but Baptiste, oh, Lifeweaver? Yeah, I mean, Lifeweaver's had a couple appearances. Lifeweaver's had a couple appearances for sure. I've tried to play Sombra and failed. I did see in North America that the SSG lost to... Who the fuck did they lose to? Who did Space Station lose to? That I was like, what the fuck? They like Rocket apparently domed some kids. Rocket actually like owned like Tree. What's their team? Is that New Nightmare? Is that New Nightmare? Or is that GK? Geeky, that's right. It's Geeky Esports. Geeky Esports. That shit's fucking wild. And I also saw Liquid lost tonight. But didn't Liquid lose the Nightmare, though? Liquid lost the Nightmare, though. Correct? Are you contractually obligated to watch T1? Yes, I am. But also, I'm T1's biggest believer because I'm a white boy speak a little Korean, you know? And also, my good friend Swingship works for T1, and I'm actually, and I like the team. I'm actually really happy for the first time. I've always had to watch Korea. I mean, well, so the sleep schedule sucks, to be honest, but I've shifted it. But it's fine. It's nice to finally be able to build my schedule around Korea a bit, to a degree, because I've always had to sit there and like review Korea and like watch VODs of it. I've never been able to like be like, oh, it's part of my full time, like I'm gonna watch like Korea all the time. And so like finally get to just like watch OWCS Korea like consistently all the time without like going back and watch the VODs. It's kind of nice. I'm at Figure yet? Yeah, we have lunch tomorrow. We have lunch tomorrow. We'd be having a little bit of, we're gonna get some tea, some high tea, a little biscuits, some scones. It's gonna be good. I will say the only downside is that if I have North American events, which is the other half, pretty much all my other work that takes place is North America. It's just Overwatch that's Korea. Like Rivals, which is the majority of my other like esports work, is all North America. So it can be a little brutal, like with DreamHack, where I get like an hour and a half of sleep if like the Korea games run long or there's any sort of tech pauses. So, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Deadlock win? I don't know, maybe. I played a lot of Deadlock when it was in right before it exited, like in the first like month or two, like first 2 or 3 months I think it released. I think I stopped playing it. I can't remember when, but it's been at least a couple months. I haven't played it as recently. I might get back into it. We don't know. How much sleep you have in the past 2 days? I got 5 hours. I got an hour and a half last night plus 4 hours when I got back home. And then the night before that I got like 6.5, which isn't that bad. 6.5 isn't that bad. It's not great, but it's not like terrible. So yes, today sucked. Today was really bad, but it was mostly because I got like no sleep before the event. Yeah, I did say they've reduced the number of lanes of Deadlock. I did see that. It's been a lot of time here. Biphasic? No, I'm not biphasic. I just did it. I just did it because I had to today. I would be normally just sleeping for 7.5. I'm like a 7.5 hour sleeper. I'm more of a 7.5 hour type of guy. So normally that's my go-to, but I couldn't do it. What's up, Dane? Damn, you're up late, bro. This is Korea time. Didn't realize it was still online. I thought it was closed. No, it was closed initially, but it's like I think it's. Is it even? I can't remember. Is it? Can't anyone just play now, or is it still technically the beta? I can't even remember. I can't even remember now for Deadlock. It's been out for so long, and it's been like in the beta for like a year. Still the same? Okay. But it's like the infinite invites, right? Yeah, you can just get like infinite invites. Hope you're doing well, Dane. I hope you get some good sleep. I had a sleepless sort of day, but I hope you're chilling out there. What are you showing me? ESL CS?
Second half, so
Who are these teams? Who is this? Is this dude? The clip is fucking 2xp, 220p here. What is this? Mouse Esports and what is the Mongols? The Mongols, like the national Mongolian team. Mouse and Mongolian super team. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, we were at the Intel booth today, and they kept on having to take over part of our booth to do like CS mouse signings. So we had like the Falcons team, Vitality, like all these like teams coming over, and like, bro, DreamHack was popping for CS. DreamHack was pretty popping for CS. It's crazy what crypto gambling can do for an esport. It's crazy what having like an extremely basic, easy to follow game with crypto gambling can do for an esport. I should also... Oh, I'll let the Preds be up a little bit longer. Alari's just to protect? I didn't even see the bans, so I'm gonna be honest, I just went past. I'd have to see. Alari, typically, we're not, if you're not like on Circuit Royale or like some other like push map, Alari's never getting played, so that must be a protect. Yeah. T1 just banned Alari, so I think they can put Vigi on Ana. They did that just so they could play like the Ana Brigida and put the dong on the Winston. Okay, I'm closing the Preds. Wait, Alari was second ban? Then why the fuck are they doing that? It must be a that's kind of, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, I don't know. Then that doesn't make any sense to me. I think they're just trolling. I'm ending the submissions, by the way. Submissions ended. It must have just been a throwaway because they're playing VEC like, and VEC I was like feeling pretty good. I was like VEC I don't think is very good. Like, but they looked pretty decent in the past, and then they played versus Onside Gaming and went to a toilet bowl map 5. So I'm pretty sure T1 should especially in the recent form, should literally roll these guys. Like before, I could have been like, well, VEC could maybe take a map. Like VEC looked pretty solid, but with their performance against Onside, I do not think this is gonna be close. Because about Vans versus VEC, I think it would have mattered if this is VEC that looked in the earlier part of the stage where they looked okay, but like their match versus Onside was truly atrocious. Their match versus Onside was just like truly atrocious, and like it seems like, and also I don't like Slim in for this team. I don't think A, because I'm not a huge Winston fan in general right now, but B, they don't look very good with the Winston. And Scarlet when he's not on Genji is it looks a little troll. I'm sure T1 will drop a map. I don't think so. I don't think T1's dropping a map tonight. I don't think that's gonna be happening, folks. Not with a great echo map. Yeah, but the problem, it's literally not about the comp. It's literally, I'm just in Overwatch 2. In Overwatch 2, it was even a thing in Overwatch 1, but especially in Overwatch 2, I feel like in the current, especially in this current meta, I think there's a lot of flexibility. There's a lot of options to be flexible with your picks, to a degree. Like I do think like there's currently a decent amount of like opportunity to play what you want, even comps that I don't think are necessarily optimal. And I don't think Scarlet is very good outside of Genji from what I've seen, even though he looked really good on Genji when he played. Onside versus VEC was atrocious and yet still better than Peps versus Genji. Did Peps Genji play today? Or was that an earlier match? They played today. Like, look at this. Look at this. Like, they're playing dive into Dong Hack with Vigilante and Ana. They're just getting rolled. Define play. Did they have their hands on the keyboard and mouse and were looking at their monitors, maybe not that closely? Poker Face versus Onside might be toiletable next week. Could be. Honestly, I think Poker Face, if they just play Orisa, will be way better than Onside. Hard to tell. Well, did Genji at least beat Peps, right? Genji at least beat Peps, right? I haven't seen the result. Did they at least beat Peps? Surely. They barely beat Peps? Holy fuck, they're washed, brother. Holy fuck. What's happened to my Krusty? What happened to my Krusty, bro? What's happened to him? What happened to my San Francisco shot Krusty? Are you watching all 3? No, I'm doing the first 2 because I'm really fucking tired. Because even though I would kind of maybe like to see the 3rd one, I just can't do it. I'm too tired, bro. I had to work DreamHack today after getting like no sleep. I'm cooked. Who used on Sombra? Oh, brother. Brother. What is happening? Who is 3rd match? It's Poker Face. I can tell you. It's like Poker Face and... It might actually be okay. It's Poker Face Zeta. But like... With how Zeta's been looking, how Poker Face been looking, I think Zeta should win that pretty clearly. But there's a chance Poker Face could just pop off. Heiser remembers that he's the Orisa, the next upcoming Orisa, perhaps. All the coaches in podcasts are losing. Well, to be fair, not all the coaches in podcasts. Krusty's not on any podcast. Krusty's ass is not on a podcast. and he's losing. So I will say it's not looking good for the podcast coaches for sure. It's not looking too good. The podcast theory is holding pretty strong. Dude, look, dude, I just want you to just watch this match, by the way. Like, literally for 2 seconds, I want you to look at what the hell's happening. VEC, I don't think VEC, okay, first of all, I literally say that. I curse the fuck out of this and they win the fight. I'm actually so pissed. I was literally just watching VEC dive nothing and proud. I should have killed Slim, but he just mega beefed. But, like, I actually can't believe that I just fucked this so hard. But, like, VEC are not diving a single thing. And the fact that T1 somehow fucking fucked this up and let Proud chase and die to Slim is pissing me off. That actually pissed me off that it just happened. If they start turning this around now, I'm gonna be so pissed. There we go. Okay. Like, you see the VEC, like, just the VEC dive here in general, now that I finished caster cursing, I'm just not, like, they just feel anemic when you watch it here. Like, you know, like, especially if you're playing the Echo, like, you need to be, like, bursting and, like, winning these these fights consistently. Like, the Suzu gets, like, look, what are they doing? Like, what is happening here? Vigilante's completely uncontested. It's just over. It's over, man. I need you to coach a team. I would not ever want to coach a team. And I'm going to tell you why you don't ever want to coach a team. And it's what Unter and Chris and Commander X and Christopher currently, because Commander X doesn't coach anymore, really, have experience and they know. Even if you do your job perfectly, there's a high chance that your team just fucking shits the bed. And then you get the blame. If you do your job poorly, sometimes you can get credit for free, which is nice. And even if you do your job well, then you still get the blame a lot of the time when stuff goes wrong. And I'm not saying... And I'm not saying that, like, they're, like, doing their jobs perfectly. I don't know what the fuck they do, honestly. Like, this is not a question. This is not me saying I don't know what, like, they're bad at their jobs. I literally don't know what their exact styles are of, like, what they do. All I know is that Hunter's, like, a vibes guy. But he does coach. He does do legitimate coaching. I thought you were going to say money. No, I mean, I would say being a coach in Overwatch, OWCS at this point, depending on the team, is probably roughly equivalent to being a player. Because everyone gets kind of paid like ass, to a degree. Unless you're, like, on a very select group of teams. But I wouldn't want to be a coach just because it's just like a job where, like, your hard work and benefits don't necessarily pay off directly into your gameplay or into your performance and, like, results. Because at the end of the day, you're not actually controlling. You don't control the buttons your players are pressing. In my opinion. Alright, let's finish this up, T1. Get this Scarlet guy of Echo. Dude, I'm telling you, he can't, like, Scarlet needs to be on Genji. Everything I've seen from Scarlet, he looks really good on Genji, and I'm just not good on the other picks I've seen. Now he is playing against, like, well, to be fair, yesterday was onside, so it shouldn't have looked that bad, but you get feedback from Krusty on Boston? I did. But then once I stopped playing, Krusty stopped giving me feedback because, like, what was he gonna say? Good luck grinding the rank. Like, after, like, the first stage-ish a bit where I was still scrimming, he was like, I did not talk to Krusty in terms of, like, getting feedback anymore because I didn't fucking play for the T. And bro's not gonna coach the subs. Oh, okay. Okay, Zess. Okay, they're just gonna turn the fight here because they have rally. The Skewed will get rally. The Skewed will get rally. There's no ults left. It's over. What feedback did Krusty give me? I mean, it was like hard mercy meta, so it was literally just like... A lot of coaching feedback is not necessarily like groundbreaking. It's just more so keep trying to break players' bad behaviors. So, like, I remember when I was... Because I was mostly played like a lot of Lucio and like flexing. I hadn't played like that much Mercy before that point. I had a really bad habit of... if I remember properly, of overcommitting sometimes to save a player that was out of position or like try to give them like a damage boost, and it would get me killed. And Krusty was like, "Hey, stop overcommitting for a player that's like feeding." And that was it. That was it. That's a piece of feedback I remember him giving me. But once again, is that groundbreaking? Not really. Did I know that? Yeah, I know I shouldn't have done that. But like 80 to 90% of player mistakes are not mistakes that they like. It's not mistakes that they know better. It's just like your hands move faster than your brain a lot of the time. It's way harder to like think and have like really good game sense at like a top level while having good mechanics. Like you just have bad habits essentially. So that's what the majority of coaching is. The majority of coaching is like just figuring out like what do your players like, what mistakes your players are making consistently and trying to break their bad habits. Good night, Zero. So it's also why it's very important, I think, to be a coach. Like, why, if you want to be a coach, like when someone, I think someone said like Jake or Johnny should be a coach. Technically, Jake was a coach for a little bit. I don't really know what he did, but Jake technically was a coach, I think, for a little bit of Outlaws. Johnny could never be a coach because I don't think he has the personality for it. I think coaching for the majority of it is like much more like dealing with players' personalities and be able to get like talk to them effectively and communicate effectively, and way less game sense stuff. So Jake was a coach. Jake was a coach for Outlaws like after year 2, I believe. I think it was like year 3, maybe. It was either year 2 or year 3, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. But he was technically a coach. But also he subbed himself in to play while as a coach. Technically. Coach Jake put in player Jake on that year. Yeah, I mean, just sometimes your coach has to put himself in, you know? That seems right. It's also why you can't have a coach be a player, because that shit is fucking... Like, I'm sure there was lots of discussions as to why that ended up going on, so it wasn't just like, oh, like, player Jake is coming in, like... But it's also, like, as a team morale thing, if your coach is coming into play and subbing him over a player that you signed to play full-time, it's fucked. It's a little fucked. Okay, I'm pouring another cup of tea. Everyone's formulate your next set of questions here. Dude, having an electric kettle that holds the temperature of the water for you is so fucking... It goes so crazy hard. The fact that Americans don't keep kettles in their home consistently, one of our nation's many faults. Also on the topic of our of the Casio guys, I didn't even know they were gonna be a DreamHack, but I started hearing them play the song when I was at the Intel booth. I heard them be like, "We bring the boom. That's what we do." I heard it, but like very faintly, like on the other side of the venue, and my ears like perked up. Aaron Keller perks moment. It perked up. I was like, wait a minute. I turned to the people I was with. I literally turned to them and I was like, they're here. Do you feel that? Do you feel that energy? They're here. And I like actually fucking sped walk like so fast to get to the other side of the venue, to get a glimpse of them, NA doesn't like kettles because of the weak electricity voltage. No, NA doesn't like kettles because they don't use kettles. It has nothing to do with the voltage. Sure, are they like slower than Europe, but like it's like still way faster than boiling the water any other way, outside of like the microwave. But like, you know, the kettle boiling water in a kettle just feels better than boiling water in a microwave. I don't know. It seems like the better way to do it. And I was able to go from the side and get the view of them as they sang. Boil water in the microwave? Yes, you could do that. I mean, it's just heating shit. It's just heating things. That's just super dangerous. What do you mean? You can definitely do that. What are you talking about? You can't do that. Yes, you can. all it does is heat the water. Hello, Tabby. Like, I don't know where this, like, there's this, like, vibe from, like, Europeans where it's like, bro, you can't heat, and, like, people outside of America is like, you can't boil shit in, like, microwave. Like, yes, you can. You can do it. Listen, do I think it's the preferable way? No, but you can. It all does is heat shit. I've never seen the Costco guys. Do they just review stuff? Yeah, essentially, and make music videos. Well, now they make like meme music videos with their family members. I don't even know if they do Costco related things anymore. Now they just sing songs. They sing meme like skibbity riz songs with like meme producers. How do they smell? I didn't actually meet them. I just got to video them at the stage they're at, okay? Because the line to meet the Costco guys was like 8 hours long. And I had a booth to be at, so I couldn't wait for that line. Were you able to sleep? I got about 4 hours at like 5 a.m. or 5 p.m. after. So I'm still fucking tired. But I'm not like dying like I was. I was so desperate for energy I had to drink a cup of coffee, and that shit was like literally it was like being the breath of God had entered my lungs. It was my meth. Do we have Costco emotes? No, we don't. Because I'm also not a Costco head guy, and the reason why is because I've never had the opportunity to like use a Costco. Because as a one-person household that typically lived in apartments up until recently, there's no storage space. So as a single person, going to Costco seems fucking insane unless you have the storage space to put stuff. So I was like, I'm not gonna go to Costco. So yes, there's no Costco representation here. Plus, my family historically has been a Sam's Club family, which is like the evil Sam Walton version of Costco. I'm not saying that I'm a Sam's Club person. It's just my family has historically gone to Sam's Club. The danger of boiling water in the microwave is superheating? Okay, well just don't touch the boiled water. Just let it like sit there for a sec. Just let the water sit there for a sec, man. Once again, I feel like there's all these like people are trying to say like the dangers of putting water in the microwave. Listen, I'm on team kettle. I'm on team kettle for boiling water. It's better. I like having an electric kettle for the temperature control. It's nice for shit that I use it for. But there is nothing dangerous about using the microwave other than it's extremely... Essentially, when people tell me about the superheated water for the microwave, it's essentially when like white people are talking about like rice sickness. From like, oh, if you reheat the rice or you eat like the rice that's been on the counter for like 2 to 3 hours, you'll die. Essentially, that people talking about boiling water in the microwave, that is the European version of like, and like, or like even just like the non-white person version of like rice death, you know? It just, it's like, it's fucking, it's just nonsense. Vex name in the top left. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What the fuck is rice sickness? It's essentially, there is a type of bacteria that can grow on rice if it's left like at room temperature for a long time. And like also it's hard to kill the bacteria when you reheat it. So they recommend like not like, they technically recommend like you shouldn't even like reheat like rice that's like a day or two, like beyond like 2 days old. But the thing is, no one ever fucking gets sick from that. And I think there's been like one medical death ever related to it, and it was a guy that left it on the counter for like 4 days and then ate the rice. So it's like, of course you're gonna get fucking food poisoning, man. Like, of course you're gonna get food poisoning. So yes, right, microwave water discourse to me is essentially the European version of white people rice death discourse. So I pay it no mind. I pay no heed to it. Yeah, I know. Who could have thought 4-day-old counter rice would be potentially dangerous for you? Who could have seen that one coming? And the thing is, I'm sure so many people have also still eaten it and been perfectly fine. It's just, technically, it's just a numbers game of you could fucking get really sick. And that's why you have a rice cooker that keeps the rice warm for up to 12 hours, so you can enjoy it for many hours after the fact. Or the bans, by the way. VEC banned Sojourn. See, so I think someone asked, like, what was the meta earlier? Like, technically, this map, you could see Sojourn Freya. Okay, Skewed is popping. So this is why, like, I mean, T1 was just playing Hanzo Freya, which is, like, you know, obviously it's kind of a variation of the comp. So, what's going on with Falcons? I literally can't even tell you. I didn't get to watch Falcons play yesterday. Did Falcons... I was told that apparently... Did Hanbin still played when after they told me that Hanbin was going to be benched? And apparently, and like Stalker was back despite his wrist supposed to be injured. No, they won. They won. But I'm like, I don't know what's happening with that fucking team. It's an extreme. I feel like it's just a mental boom situation. It's a mental boom, boom, boom. He played one. Okay. Okay, good to know. And if you want to ask why I'm not really watching this match too hard, T1 should just fucking dominate VEC. They rolled them on the first map. I do think VEC are looking okay, but also... I also think Sungen In is a lot better look for VEC in general. Having Sungen In is like pretty solid. And Wu Chen being able to play like just a hard flex CPS. But the problem is that Scarlet's on fucking Mei, which looked really ass yesterday. He played one and got packed up. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take my tea bag out. Don't want to oversteep the tea here. So someone won all of his maps, essentially. Were they just playing Diva or were they playing Hazard? I'm gonna play 2 games. Okay, not one. Okay, good to know. Admins, Skew's gonna do it again. He's doing it again. Oh, he's doing it again. Ref, do something. And there we go. Dude, the thing is crazy about Skewed, he's actually so mechanically good, but he's a fucking like Brigitte player. Isn't that funny as fuck? That Skewed was like actually so fucking mechanically good, but he played like he's most well known for Brigitte. Like this, like bro is actually like insanely gifted mechanically. Can Freya just hover midair? Essentially, yes, because of her major perk where she gets extra dashes, and it makes her like essentially a fully airborne character all the time, and it's dumb. And she's got like really good burst damage, and she builds her ults like really fast. So she's kind of busted. Ah, that's good tea. Yep, like that. Exactly like what Proud just did. Exactly what Proud just did here. And so pretty much what happens is that teams, so far at least, teams that have had really good Freya players just kind of dominate the meta. To a degree. Like, they look really good. What tea we drinking today? Tonight's a nice chestnut black tea. Chestnut decaf black tea. A nice Ceylon tea. Is it Ceylon or Ceylon? I don't know, but and it's got a chestnutty flavor to it. It's quite tasty. Something warm to soothe the throat. Why don't teams just go Sojourn and pop her noggin when she peaks? The problem is because Freya doesn't require to charge her rails, you essentially can burst the Sojourn and like kill the other members of the Sojourn teams faster, because you can just go like hard off tank and just essentially kill everyone else because your Freya is able to put out like consistently good damage while you're, oh my god, skewed. And the Sojourn has to like charge rails to be effective, and if the Freya is like always up in the air, it's really hard to charge the rails. So, kind of tea, it's a black tea with a chestnut flavor, a chestnut black tea. I've been throating? No, it's just I've been talking for like, I put my throat's had a lot of exercise, you know? Throat goat exercise, because I did the Shroud Gauntlet plus a co-stream 18 hours on the weekend. That strains it a bit. Then I did Dream Hack day 1 right before the co-stream before that, and didn't get that much sleep. And then I got no sleep, went up to Dream Hack again today, and it's just all casting and shit, right? And talking to people. And then I'm here back on a co-stream again, so my throat's just getting a lot of exercise. And I don't have like, I'm not someone with really good vocal control. So if I have to like do like back to back to back really long days of casting and like talking and shit, along with like streaming, my throat gets strained a bit. Throat exercise is kind of sus, dude. It's not sus. It's truth. It's the truth. I'm speaking my truth. Okay, and that's the cap. That's the cap. Barring Wu-Chan or Zessen does something insane, this will be a little bit of a caparino here. How do you handle fangirls IRL? Well, it's simple. I don't, because I have no fangirl. It's simple. I don't. I'm also too old for fangirls now. I'm also way too old for that shit. How about fan invies? You know, that's fine. No problem with that. Listen, even when I was young enough to theoretically be within a fandom culture to a degree, I had a policy of never talking to any people and fans in general too much online, but also specifically women. Just because you never know anyone's age, and it's just a better policy in general to not be talking in any sort of sus manner to ladies online. You should be respectful, and also you don't know what anyone's age is. So will you make a VastCon like KefriCon? Well, we tried to, but then it kind of fell apart because Chuck E. Cheese ran out of money. So you don't like talking to men? Yes, exactly. Because as we all know, nothing bad, no men have ever been manipulated before, and you cannot do anything bad to men. So that's why I only talk to men.
It's best practice to avoid them in person as well.
So true. So true. Keeping a respectful distance from women. Keep being very close to men. Okay, T1, let's stop. Let's just have the can we just have the hold here? Can we just have the hold here? Let's not joke. Let's not pretend. Okay, our Zesty Dong boys can just finish it up. Okay, can the Dongminators just like let's bring some Dongmination to the squad. Thank God you weren't born at an age where you would have been a COD player. Well, technically I was born at an age where I could have been a COD player. I just didn't choose to pursue COD. There was like COD players fighting at DreamHack today. Like the Miami Heretics like guy would like they fucking beat like, I think it was like Toronto Ultra or some shit. Or no, it was 100 Thieves. It was LA Thieves. And they like grabbed each other's jerseys and shit on stage. They were like, ooh, this video game shit gets serious. And they were like grabbing each other's collars and stuff. They were having some toxic yaoi. I was like, you guys play Call of Duty, man. You play Call of Duty. It is not that serious. LA Thieves, the Call of Booty. Wait, sir, he's gonna do it again. Refs, he's doing it. Oh, skewed. My goat. My goat. But yeah, that was like part of the drama from DreamHack today. Was the COD players got into a quote unquote fight. Thoughts on VODs? I have no thoughts. I didn't really care. I have no idea. Alright, this is the one opportunity theoretically for VEC to... Well, I guess not the one, because Vigilante has fucking Ray. But I think if they lose this fight, VEC gets first held here. If they lose this fight and they commit ults, VEC's getting first held. Well, I don't even know what the VIP seeding, like, drama is, Tabby. I don't even know. Wait, they committed Valk. Okay, yeah. I think they get first held. Well, they did get Ray out, actually. Okay, wait. No, it actually is a chance. They managed to force Ray over that. Actually, may be winnable. Actually, wait, potentially winnable fight. I'm co-streaming the Crazy Raccoon AGG game because I think that's gonna be good. But I'm not gonna co-stream the poker-based game because I do want to watch that one. And I've already gotten like a little bit of sleep, so I'm like, I might as well do it. I don't want to go to I can't go to bed that early. Super non-twink version. Fist bump Scrap at a weird angle and made him kind of hit himself in the face, and he got angry. He literally did. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself, man. Stop hitting yourself. And then like Scrap runs up to him and is like, well, I'm rubber and you're glue. Anything you say to me bounces off and hits you. Dude, COD guys are they're so fucking cool. COD guys are so cool. Wait, they're winning. Wait a minute. No, the Dong. The Zesty Dong. The Zesty Dong is skewed. Wins this, perhaps? Uh-oh. Vigilante's back on the bat. Wait, it's come on. They can hold this, surely. Surely they get a window. They're getting hit with orbs. Dong, touch. Oh, no. Wait. They're doing it? Skewed's doing it? They have one? They hit the new Bangada? Okay, they did it. There we go. There we go. Skewed my fucking goat. Are the COD guys not 40 on average? No, they're still like, esports is still pretty young. If anything, CS is probably older than COD at this point. But I think COD is still like 30-ish, essentially. I think 30-ish is like around, because there's a lot of young guys in COD still. But I'm pretty sure the average age of COD League is like 25, 26. Thoughts on Halo esports? I mean, if for people that like it, I hope they have fun with it. I'd have no real thoughts because it's kind of like Dedge a little bit. Not that it's like an unfun esport. I think measuring how good an esport is based on viewer numbers is asinine to a degree. I don't really watch it. I have also never been a huge multiplayer Halo guy. I've always liked the campaigns more. I've never been a huge, like the multiplayer gameplay of Halo is never really like a gameplay loop I liked. I found it kind of slow. But I was a campaign Halo guy. Dude, Majed, what up, brother? Hey, my fellow co-streamer. Well, actually, I guess not anymore. You're no longer my fellow co-streamer. But I hope you're doing well. What's good, dude? You know, I'm chilling, man. I had DreamHack today. Saw a COD League fight. Do you see the COD League drama, Majed? Where the COD guys were fighting? They were like grabbing each other's shirts and shit. They were grabbing each other. Like the Miami Heretics guy like bumped the dude, like bumped Scrap from Toronto Ultra. They like were grabbing each other's shirts and shit on stage. Why didn't you ever do that in the Overwatch League? Why didn't you ever fight? Why didn't you ever start a fight? That would have been good. That would have been good content. Why didn't you ever start that? Huh? Is COD League still a thing? Yeah, it is. They still have COD League. COD League is still running. Overwatch League is not, though. Rest in peace. But it's because essentially COD League is, it's like not, it's not really like a league anymore. Also, Majid, where are you at? Are you in Saudi right now? Are you just chilling at home? Also, what's the next move, big guy? What's the next move? Seeing that you left Falcons, you're in Seoul? Okay. Well, now that you left Falcons in their ass, so clearly you were the glue. Like, Surely you gotta make a next big move soon. After they see what happens when they lose the Majed buff. I need to hear the next big move coming out from Team Majed. I'm just chilling. Okay. A little gap year. That's fine. Nothing wrong with a gap year. Oh, the gap year. Are you gonna be just streaming then? Are you gonna co-stream like games and shit? If you're in Seoul, are you gonna co-stream OWCS like Korea? That's what I'm doing. Are you doing it right now? Are you co-streaming right now? You just type it in chat while co-streaming? Not today. Okay. Well, if you ever want to hang out, brother. Not tonight, because tonight's my chill night. But, and you're probably busy. But if you ever want to hang out when you're co-streaming, Avril and I are in here a lot. We're chilling watching the matches. So you have an open invite to always come through. And we typically have, like, us too. I'll let you know. Yeah, just let me know. Just let me know, brother. Well, I hope you enjoy Seoul. Get some good food and shit. Surprised you're not at Streamer University. Yeah, Kai Sanat didn't invite me. Kai Sanat did not invite me to Streamer University. He surprisingly enough, they did not invite me. Which is shocking. I thought I was gonna get in Streamer University with Kai. I thought I was the next one. You know, I was next up. I put in my time. You know. But he didn't return my calls. Kai didn't return my calls. It's kind of fucked up, you know. Saw that Avril casts in Valorant. Didn't know that he went to the dark side. Well, yeah, he's just doing it this weekend. But I mean, he'd cast in Valorant before, to be fair. I mean, bro, he's a caster. You gotta get your money where you can. In esports, especially as a caster, you gotta get your money where you can. Is Avril at Streamer University? No, he's at Riot Games University. He's at Riot Games University. He's currently doing some NA Valorant. So he's like doing we're flipped schedules. He's on North America time right now, and I'm on Korea time. So we've essentially just flipped our schedules. So yeah, no, maybe next year I make it into Streamer University. I'm gonna try to like record a really funny skit with Drewski or something and be like, Kai, please let me in. Kai, please. Or maybe I'll partner up with like a really problematic celebrity, but everyone's like, yeah, but I'll just say like W streamer all the time, and then Kai's like, this is our guy. This is our guy. I'll just find like a really problematic guy and just like, and then just call him W streamer all the time, and then we'll be in there. We have a couple different options. No, probably not the Kanye collab. No, I don't think we're gonna be heading that direction. Okay, also, just want to put that out here. Actually, Funera, based off that thing. So, I have this running gag where when I go to... Oh, I paused. When I go to an event, like especially weddings, I'll ask people at a table, I'll be like, hey, like, would you eat a lab-grown meat human steak? As you all know. I asked that today at DreamHack Dallas, to like all the Rivals Fight Night crew. And like the people that were there, like at the Intel booth. I asked it. And every single person said yes, they would try it. Every single person. Literally every single person at the Intel booth said yes, they would try it. Everyone I was working with, the Intel people, That was just one of the Intel people, to be fair. So just want to say that I'm not the weird one. That's not my opener. We've been working together for like a day. That is not my opener. And also opener, okay, opener plays for he plays for Onside Gaming. So okay, T1. Let's finish it up so we can get to the actual like not like you guys are unfortunately you're just little broing these guys. Can we get to the real match? Also, when I went to DreamHack, I told you the story yesterday where like I showed up to get my badge and like you are so late, like the random con worker that was there, even though I wasn't. Well, I mildly was. But then also I had to get like they had a creator lounge and I was supposed to have a creator badge, but even though I wasn't really working in a creator capacity technically, and so they wouldn't let my ass in. So I had to get the Luna Snow cosplayer that was working the Intel booth with me. The Luna Snow cosplayer was really nice. It was like, yo, yeah, I'll take you into the creator lounge. And so I could get in there and get some hot water and shit for my throat. So yeah, let's just say that the Luna Snow cosplayers, they're G's. They're G's there. Is the Avast theorem still a thing? Yes, it is. The Avast theorem is still very much a thing. So thank you so much. I wish I had your socials so I could plug it, but I don't. Or actually, maybe I do. Let's see. Do I have their socials? Wait, I'm taking a look. Maybe I might have it actually. Oh, I do. Their name is Himarina, I believe. Himarina. Wait. Let's see. Let me double check. Yes, it was Rena. Rena. In return for Rena helping me out, you guys can follow Rena for getting me into the creator booth at Intel so I can get some hot water for my throat. Thank you so much, our Luna Snow cosplayer, Queen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. She's Himothy. She's Himothy. Does my name show up as brown? No. You're in, for me, it's more of a yellow. It's like a dark yellow. Anime Gamer Girls got the link tree. Yep. She said she helped me out today. She said, "Listen, I'm with them. Don't worry about this. All the girls are girly. She did the dance. We walked in the creator lounge. Not actually though. What up, kabooms?
Ahoy.
Thank you for the tier 1. But yes, I'm participating. I am expecting an Admiral effect. Wait, holy fucking nasty shot though, but not gonna be enough. Sad, yeah, I know. Are you working DreamHack tomorrow? No, we're done with our Intel booth obligations tomorrow, but I'm gonna be maybe back up there still, because like the Rivals Fight Night guys and shit are all up there. The crew's still up there, along with some people. Oh, you know what? This reminds me. Trid's there. I need to hang out with Trid. I told you. I think I told you guys this. I need to message him back. One second, I'm messaging Trid. Trib? No, not Trib. Trid, the British man. One second, guys. Sorry. I'm doing some. I'm messaging him back because I was too fucking dead today to do it. One second. Almost done, and I'm done. Okay, there we go. I thought Trid was out of esports. No, Trid is actually within esports still. He is working for EFG now, along with like 70% of people in esports. Kitty, get out the way. Look, Halo. Okay, I will say this is a little bit closer than I expect. I might actually have to tune in here. Evil freaking geniuses? No. ESL Face It group. which I'm sure you all know who they are. Oh my god, he fucking reflected it. Wait, is that he reflected the new Bungada. He reflected the Bofa. Oh, that's funny. I mean, they didn't even win the fight. They didn't even win the fight on that either. It's still 4.5 minutes. So they got plenty of time, but a little bit closer than I expect, honestly. Rubber versus glue moment. So true. So incredibly true. Do you think being made... I mean, I guess being made of rubber is just being Luffy from, like, One Piece, right? But, like, is it better to be a rubber guy or a glue guy? What would be stronger, do you think? If we were to power scale rubber versus glue, what would you prefer? Would you prefer everything sticking or everything bouncing? Would you want to be bouncing on it or sticking on it? Rubber? Rubber stronger? But are you just saying that because of One Piece? Or do you have a legitimate reason? Do you have a legitimate reason or do you just like One Piece? Rubber's kind of nice if you get in a car crash, but couldn't you like encase yourself with glue or something, or use like glue to save yourself too? Glue would be annoying, but I mean, just because it's annoying doesn't mean it can not be good. Can you control what sticks to you? I'm gonna say if you, let's just say you are like the rubber version is Luffy, like you got Luffy powers or whatever, you can stretch out like Mr. Fantastic. And the glue guy, you can control what you stick to a degree. You can also control what you're sticking to. And like what sticks. So like you have control over the glue. What about Hisoka? I don't know who that is. Is that the Star Wars character? No, that's Ashoka, isn't it? That's Ashoka. Blade? Good Suzu, really good Suzu, really good TP. Oh, really good peel. Okay, T1, let's get it together. I don't want to, like, let's just clean this up. This should be a clean 3-0. Gulp Shido, the Glup Shido here. I'm pretty sure that's like the next hero Marvel Rivals is adding is like Glup Shido. They told me they were getting like, they were adding like some guy named like Paste Pot Peter. Is that literally glue? Is that literally glue power? Is Paste Pot Peter? I think they were like in the leaks for like Marvel Rivals. Is that not like Marvel's like Glup Shido? Right, actually 2.5 minutes remaining, and it's like it's still like anyone could win this. Let's fucking lock it down. They're adding Big Wheel. Interesting. Interesting. Let's just dive. Okay, love this. You're diving the Freya. You're diving the Freya, and she's like a million light years in the air. She's okay. Proud's already killed Zessen. Okay, there we go. Big fight. Very big fight there. We needed that. No ults used either. And we're getting some staggers. Oh, my Proud moment. Zest and Proud on the same team for June. They only have Downpour beat. I think this is like, this is one. I think they got this. Like, barring an extreme beef, I think they got this. Oh, Scarlet farmed. The Scarlet Rot. Oh my god, that Scoot was about to fucking Ajax. It was only a 3-man beat, too. Okay, yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. Dude, look at this fucking Freya dueling. Dude, look at this shit. It's so strong. For IPI, if you're still here, like, this is why Freya is better than Sojourn. IPI, if this is why you're here, this is why Freya is better than Sojourn. Like, it's fucking crazy. We thought T1 was gonna drop map. Yeah, I don't know why you thought that. I'm gonna be honest, Neko. I don't know why you thought that, because like VEC didn't even look very good against Onside, and T1 looked like obviously very good against Zeta. Cadmium Bane. What is Cadmium Bane? Is that a version of Bane? They expect one of us with heavy metal poisoning, brothers. Cadmium Bane. Cadmium Bane be like. They expect one of us to be having extremely high levels of heavy metals, brother. Alright, Proud's in the back line. Search is dead. Scarlet's gonna get bladed. Yeah, that's it. Okay. We're chilling. There we go. And there we go. Cad Bane is a guy in the books that they also had in The Mandalorian. I have not seen... Well, that's not true. I have seen parts of The Mandalorian. It's not really for me. I'm going to try starting Andor again, because I think I watched like 1 or 2 episodes a while ago. So I'm just going to start it again. And I remember I thought Andor was pretty decent. So let me give out the points. This is a pretty... I mean, a pretty overwhelming T1 victory here in terms of the points. There we go. And now we have the main event of the night. The main event of the night, I'll start the next prediction. Crazy Raccoon, AGG. Another big T1 victory, though. Okay. I'm gonna get some water now for my poor parched and destroyed throat.
그렇죠. 프라우드 선수입니다. 오늘 에코까지 깎아왔어요. 네, 1세트의 에코로 자신 있게 에코를 꺼냈던 스칼렛 선수를 잡고 시작한 그 스타트가 굉장히 좋았고 그 이후에도 사실 어떻게 보면 프레야가 나오고 나서 프레야를 누가 더 잘하느냐에 따라서 경기의 승패가 좀 요동칠 때가 많은데 그렇죠. 프라우드 선수가 라쿤전 이후로 뭔가 각성한 듯한 그런 프레야를 계속 보여주고 있어서요. 네. 자, 그래서 결국 오늘 이렇게 자랑스러운 오늘 또 주인공이 되면서 플레이 오브 더 매치의 주인공은 바로 프라우드 선수가 됐습니다. 다채로운 변화를 본인에게 주면서 숙제를 내줬고 그 과제를 잘 이행해내면서 계속 성장 중에 있는 것 같아요. 네. 특히 루나 사피는 프라우드 선수의 그런 프레야의 킬캐치 아니었으면 좀 헤맸을 수도 있겠다 싶을 정도로 그렇죠. 그 사이드에 그랬던 재진 선수가 먼저 때리면서 시작된 그 1대1 구도를 그렇죠. 본인이 이겨내줬던 게 너무 컸습니다. 맞습니다. 그래서 오늘 정말 행복한 그런 주인공이 됐는데 하이라이트 함께 보시죠. 오늘 깎아온 그 F예요.
Okay.
이제 뭐 스칼렛 선수 입장에서
There we go.
힐러 조합 차이가 있는데라고 생각하고 싶겠지만 프라우드 선수
There we go.
인들만 하던 선수라서
Chat, I have watermelon. Dude, I don't mind watermelon. I like watermelon flavor a lot, but I find watermelon to be the most disappointing fruit. I don't think I just might not have ever had a good watermelon because I've never loved eating watermelon. Like, I don't mind it. It's just not my favorite fruit. I've never loved it. Never loved it, man. It's just disappointed me. What about squash? I mean, squash isn't a fruit. But yeah, I mean, I like squash. I think roasted squash is pretty good. Especially if you drizzle maybe a little bit of honey on it or something. Like, fruits that I find to be far better... We've had this conversation many times, but... Watermelon seems like it's like a psyop. Like, I get psyoped every time. Everyone's like, dude, watermelon is so fucking good. And I eat it, and it just is like... It's literally just having a slightly watermelon flavored, like, water. Like, just like drinking and consuming a bunch of slightly watermelon flavored water. Like, well, comparatively, you give me like pomegranate, slaps. Blueberries, slaps. Apples, especially Honeycrisp, slaps. Banana, can't go wrong ever, of course. You know, strawberry. Watermelon tastes like water? No, watermelon tastes like watermelon that has been diluted with like 800 metric tons of water. So that's specifically what I'm saying. Now, granted, I might have just not had a good watermelon yet. So it might be my problem, you know? It might just be my problem for the watermelon. Yes, essentially watermelon's been diluted like 8,000 times for the improve the medicinal properties of it. They've made it homeopathic. It was bred to be sweeter. Well, I'm not getting it. Sounds like it needs to be bred again. Sounds like it back to breeding, okay? Or I'm the Mormon when I'm the Mormon watermelon guy, back to breed in those watermelons. Okay?
뭘 보고 그 말이 나온 건지 저는 잘 모르겠는데 잘 모르겠긴 한데 뭐 개인적으로 스크림 때 대회 때보다 조금 더 잘하는 건 맞는 것 같고 뭐 스크림 때 폼이 나오면
See, this watermelon always hits. I mean, yeah, like I said, it hasn't hit for me. It hasn't hit for me. You know what? Something also that as a citrus fruit that because I like oranges, but I'm not I'm not necessarily a huge fan of always eating an orange as a citrus. But something I do like eating as a citrus, even though it's kind of hard to eat, but I'm actually after trying it the first time, I really like it. Kumquat. I really liked kumquat when I had kumquat for the first time. Kumquat fucking rules. I know everyone's gonna be like cum, but like kumquat's pretty good.
저번 시즌부터 못 이긴 게 좀 커서 다음에 만날 땐 꼭 이기고 싶어요.
다음에 만날 때는 방심하면 안 될 걸이라고 말씀드려봤습니다.
I'm a big kumquat guy.
계속해서 팀원 한마음 한뜻으로 응원해 주시는 팬분들께도 한 말씀 부탁드립니다.
많은 응원해 주셔서 감사하고 남은 경기
Though I will say it was kind of, I made it, what is a kumquat? It's like, imagine like a grape almost, like a little like grape-sized fruit, but you eat the skin, and the skin is sweet, the skin of it, but the inside is like insanely tart, like really tart. So it's kind of like this, it's kind of just like a weird grape, sort of. I just stream about speaking about breeding and cum, and yesterday was poop and scat. That's not true. That's not, I'm not talking, I said kumquat. You're putting your own fucked up biases on me. Okay, just because you hear a part of a word does not mean that I'm doing the worst thing possible, okay? That's called profiling, and it's legal now in the US, but also, like, we shouldn't be doing it still. We shouldn't be doing it, but we shouldn't be. But that's what you're doing. You're profiling me. I still maintain that a ripe pineapple is the highest echelon of fruit. No, the ripe mango. The ripe mango is the best fruit of all time. Mango is God's gift to fruit. Though I don't mind a pineapple. Pineapple pretty good. Can we play Pokemon? No, man. We're co-streaming. You're not getting Pokemon. Here, you know what you'll get? You'll get a doll. Here's what you get. You get a. What about a poke doll? How about a poke doll? Can you, what about a poke doll? Huh? Poke doll. You get a poke doll. Okay, what was yesterday? Geodude? Dude, it's never been Jinx. Surely today will be Jinx. How is Jinx ice, by the way? That's fucking insanity. How is Jinx ice? Is she cold like that? What about Psyduck? Wait, it's not tier 1. What about I said tier 1. Yeah, Psyduck signed. Psyduck is fucking signed to fucking Vitality. They're a tier 1 Pokemon. Maybe a Pidgeotto. Says there's a purple red in there. Well, actually, what about a what about like a Vileplume? Thoughts? Poison. Poison second type. Vileplume's I didn't even realize Vileplume was stage 3. What the fuck? Oh, poison. Is Shelter poison? Like a water poison? The purple? I feel like. Really? Oh, they're not? Wait, is Cloyster? What about Cloyster? They're water ice? What the fuck? Okay, well, they're all purple. Is Muck or Grimer? What about Grimer? Purple? Evolution 2? Poison? Okay. Well, they're poison monotype. My bad, bro. Still purple, though? What about Venomoth? He's back in it. He's back in it. I keep on thinking for some reason that Shelter is a poison type. I don't know why. Also, speaking of Moth, there's a player on Envy for Marvel Rivals called Month, and I keep on thinking it's fucking Moth because the whole rest of the team is Overwatch League players. It's like they have Speedily, Kaluge, Nero, fucking Cal, and they have a guy named Month. And I'm just like, bro, like, is that a moth? But it's not. Okay, this is... Who the fuck is this? I have no... I can't tell what this is. I've seen a bunch of colors. I don't know. Porygon. What the fuck? Is this Blastoise? I head shape. I didn't recognize like this color. Yeah, I recognize the head shape. He's got a fade there. They gave Blastoise a fade. Have you noticed that? They made Blastoise a fuckboy. Swings its long antlers wildly to attack. During cold periods, it hides deep in the forest. Okay, so this is a deer. What is like a deer? What's antlers? Deer? Any deer Pokemon? Is there V's? L's? Who's the deer? So like an A? Like an antler? Long antlers during... to attack. Who the fuck has long antlers? Is it Tauros? Okay, he doesn't really have antlers, I guess. Who's the deer? I mean, is this Pinsir? It technically has antlers. What the... Why did they call it antlers? These are pincers. These are pincers. I don't see a fucking beetle and say it has antlers. Antlers? I've been owned. Cheating is not... What? I've not cheated. Okay, this is Paris. This is Pokemon in Paris. There we go. We've done it again, lads. We've done it again. Food guesser time. Ghee? Well, it's India. It's either India or... I mean, I'm seeing ghee. It's either India or Pakistan. There you go. Gulab. Oh, yeah, it's Gulab Jamun. Of course. This is pretty good. I'm a fan of Gulab Jamun. Very nice. I don't know if anyone else has ever had it in here. Team CC beat Art Rock yesterday. I actually have not seen anything from China yet. I've not seen shit from China because I'm kind of not paying attention to the region because because the only team that seems good is the former once again roster. Flour, sugar, butter, eggs, anise seeds, milkies, raisins, candied fruit. I mean, I could just see this being Italy. This could be like anywhere in Europe, to be honest. I'm just gonna go Italy. Okay, the Bucaletto de Luca. De Luca. The Bucaletto de Luca. I mean, I'd eat it. Just like a zesty bread. A zesty bread there. That was a Pokédex entry for Pokemon Silver, and I received the Gen 2 games were fought with translation errors. I see. Thank you so much, special interest Pokemon enjoyers. Rice. What is this? Lamuni leaves, coconut water, water, ginger, shallots, garlic, pandan leaves. Well, it's pandan, so I'm going to go Philippines first. Okay, give me Indonesia. It's like Myanmar. I thought, does Indonesia not border Myanmar? Is this Singapore? What the fuck? Who is this? Who am I mixing up? Malaysia? Ah. Okay. There we go. Dude, sometimes I do be mixing up my... Like, I know all the names, I just mix up their places. I do mix up their places. I'm a gastronomical genius. We're chilling. It's all good. Scrandle time? Show me the Scrandle for today. Do you have a favorite Pokemon? Not really, because I don't really have that much of emotional investment in Pokemon. I would say like the one that has like the highest, the Pokemon that is the most, that I feel like I remember the most, despite never really playing the franchise, is Togepi. And I don't like Togepi, Porygon, and Mew were the three I remember like the most, and Ditto. Those are like the 4 people I like Pokemon I remember most. But Togepi was like, I guess would be my favorite sort of, but I don't really have a favorite. I've never really been have like an affinity for Pokemon. All right, let's take a look here. Gulp Ditto. Glup Ditto. The Burrow Burger with 2 patties looks fine, a little dry, but nothing crazy. Looks honestly relatively well cooked. West Ham United pie and mash with liquor and chili vinegar. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'd eat it. I'd eat the shit out of that. I would. I'd eat it for £9, but for £3.50, this is definitely gonna win, right? Okay. I'm sorry. I will eat the mushy peas. I'll do it. The Bahama Mama with like a very terrible ass looking bun for £7 versus the Gunner Dog, which I've never been a huge fan of, but it looks better. Huge Metronome fan? No, not a huge Metronome fan. I don't know what's going on with the hot dog on the left. We have the desiccated Pharaoh's penis hot dog for Switzerland there. Versus double bacon cheeseburger. Sure, yeah. Oh, it's not Switzerland. Is that Switzerland? Pizza Papa John's tagged in tweet. Wait. Why is it? They see this? Papa John's tagged in tweet. Pizza. £6. Why is it? So it must be Papa John's, I guess. For £10.40, the smash burger. I'm gonna be honest. I think the pizza for me is a more easily like manageable stadium food in this situation, and it's cheaper technically, though it isn't very big. But are they gonna take like because but I mean, I guess what were the football fans? The football fans will want the slopper option, right? Surely. Yeah, there we go. I would take the pizza in this scenario. Not gonna lie. Serrano ham baguette. Okay, from Spain. They love putting like a bit of Spain. A little bit of Spanish pork on a bun. In España. Pork stuffing, chips, and gravy. I'm not a huge stuffing fan. However, you get more food potentially. Are they gonna? I feel like the football fans are gonna pick right. Even though, honestly, me, I'd be taking left. Damn. Okay. The pork and stuffing roll. What's with stuffing? Why is there so much stuffing options with crack? Why is that? Why are there so much stuffing shit? And then there's the Royal Antwerp from Belgium. Belgium mentioned. It's fucking ass. They're taking the left. You are fucking insane. You are insane. It's fried. Like, what are we talking about here? Okay, well, there's Japan. Japan wins. Here you go. I mean, it also looks good. Looks legitimately good, though. But, like, come on. Turkey, pork, and stuffing pie. There's so much stuffing. Grimsby Town with a soy and honey beef brisket size salmon sandwich. Dude, this looks good as fuck. Wait, this sandwich actually looks good? I will be taking. Stuffing is the new bug. Stuffing's new. The fish finger sandwich. They're actually a whole nation of people that has never gotten past like 6th grade food sensory. Versus the longest Polish sausage of all time with a piece of bread. No lie, I'm taking the sausage. No lie, I'm taking the sausage and the bread. Like, I think, especially for £2.30, that's so cheap. I'm taking sausage a long way, 100%. The infamous Danish hot dog versus the chicken bunger and chips. I'll be taking the chicken bunger, even though I will say it's fucking insanely overpriced. This was a pretty easy scrandle. Typically, it's always hard to figure out like what demented thought the football fans are going to have in their head when it relates to food. This one was a little bit easier than average. Looked up British peas are dye green. Are they dye? Are you referring to peas or specifically just the pea liquor? Because I thought I've seen mushy peas and they're just mashed up peas, are they not? I thought there's like pea liquor where they add like some green to it. The P liqueur.
네. 역시나 강력한 멤버들이에요. 그렇죠. 그리고 이제 남아 있는 대진이 좀 힘든 대진밖에 안 남았어요.
Really, the P, they put green dye in it?
AGG 제타
The P liqueur? Yeah, that's what they put over like a lot of the pies. It's like a watery pea liqueur. Like they smash up the peas, but it's like watery.
한번 일격을 맞.
And so it's like, it's not like a mushy pea. It's like a pea liqueur, like literally like a pea liquor, essentially. They put over the top.
정말 중요합니다.
I'm not making that up.
올 게임즈 글로벌인데요. 와, 에이드 선수
It's just another UK thing.
명실상부한 최고 딜러의 모습 현재까지는 보여주고 있어요. 그러니까 지난번 스테이지 때는 어디까지나 겐지와 아나키리코 위주로만 굴러가는 팀이다.
God, it's even worse. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing it like that, but they are. They're moving that. They're moving like that. They're moving like that.
활용해주고 딜라인도 단순히 아나키리코뿐만 아니라 지금 메타에서
The liquor used to be from the stewed eel. Yep, classic UK. Classic UK. How could it get worse?
오늘 경기가 정말 어떻게 보면 마지막 그런 시험대라고 좀 볼 수 있겠네요. 맞습니다. 그래서
Classic. Though also, I will say, okay, this is something I need to, for the Europeans in chat that are here. So we have a Dutch guy that's part of Rivals Fight Night. He's part of our production crew. I brought up like the sour meat dish that was like used to be traditionally made of a horse meat, like the Zorzvilling or whatever. That was like a Dutch dish. And he was like, "Oh yeah, like in Europe it's common to eat horse." And I'm like,
먼저 크레이지라 쿤님 만나보겠습니다.
I was like, I've been to Europe. I don't remember seeing a lot of horse. Is it common to eat horse in the rest of Europe? I don't think that's true.
만나볼게요.
I feel like that cannot be right. Like, I'm sure it's more common in Europe than it is other places, but I just do not think
먼저 크레이지라 쿤팀
it is common.
확보된 상황이라 상대적으로 여유롭고 조금 더 즐길 수 있는 마음으로 경기에 임하고 있다라고 들어봤는데요. 이번 스테이지 2에 대한 우승 욕심도
Not very common. People eat it, but it's not that common. Yeah, see, that's what I would think it would be technically more common in Europe than it would be in like North America, but it's like not like an insanely common dish. Northern Italy, yes, really. In Northern Italy? Isn't Northern Italy the rich part of Italy? Isn't that where all the cities are? Like the cities with jobs? Why are you eating horse in Northern Italy?
오늘은 질 게임을 안 하고 빡세게 좀 도전해 보려고 합니다.
오늘은 질 게임이 아니라 빡게임으로 임하겠다라는 크레이지라 군 굉장히
'Cause it's good?
자, AGG 팀.
Is it common to eat alligator in America? Honestly, if you're in the South, it is somewhat common,
전승
depending on where you're at.
우승 전승
Would I say it's common overall? No. But if you're in parts of the South, yeah, I would say it's kind of common.
크레이지라 쿤이라는
I think alligator's good, so
현재 1위 팀으로서 크레이지라 쿤을
they got money to blow on buying horse steaks, yeah. And by the way, I actually have no problem with eating horse. Like, I don't care about that. Like, it does not bother me at all. I simply was like more so like, he told me that it was common to eat horse, and I'm like, I just don't think that's true. Unless I was misunderstanding him. I might have been misunderstanding him.
못 이기는 팀 아니다라고 말씀 들어봤습니다.
I was like, I just don't think that's true.
팀 모두 4승 이상을 기록하면서 플레이오프 안정권에 접어들었는데요. 하지만 정규 시즌 1위라는 타이틀을 놓고 중요한 분기점에서 만나게 됐습니다. 자, 상대 전적에서는요. 웨이 때부터 포함을 하면 매치 전적은 3대 0.
We had a Tesco incident where their ready meals had horse in them. Well, I mean, how else were they going to get there fast? They run the horse over to the Tesco, they slaughter it on site so we get there real quick. That just makes sense.
지금 너무 잘하고 있다 보니까 무서워가지고
Don't open that on stream.
너무 평온하신데요?
아니요 지금 많이 긴장하고 있어요.
자, 긴장하고 계신다고 하는데
What in the fuck?
긴장 안 하는 것 같은데.
Okay, well, I don't know why you told me not to open on stream, and I don't know why I even opened it.
인터뷰 마치도록 할게요.
I don't even know why I even opened that link. Why would I even do that? Why would I even open the link when I knew that it was gonna be fucked?
긴장을
It's like whale in Norway. You can find it. Most people don't eat whale. Yeah. Well, the thing is, to be fair, I would imagine eating horse would be far more common than eating whale.
굉장히 빨리 끝날 것이냐.
Also, Norway mentioned.
늦게 갈 것이냐.
Norway mentioned, by the way.
자, 이렇게 양
Just gonna let that know, everyone.
뜨거운 인터뷰 나눠
Can we get our emotes out? Get our emotes out, please.
네, 지난번 인터뷰 때문이었을까요? 질 게임 아니다. 우리는 도전자다. 긴장하고 있다. 스코어는 3대 5로 이기겠다. 이 맥락 맞는 거지요.
There we go. There we go.
서로 이제 누군지는 말씀을 안 하시긴 하셨는데. 그렇죠.
It's told that the link is NSFW opens it. No, I was just told that it shouldn't open on stream, which I didn't, by the way. It was not seen on stream.
1세트를 잡는 자가 승리할 수도 있어요. 그래서 네팔 전전 준비가 되어 있고요. 이 두 팀의 이런 두 명의 코치분들, 감독님과
Yeah, I wouldn't really find whale to be that crazy either. But I mean, to be fair, like I wouldn't want to eat a whale. But to be honest, I think it's kind of hypocritical because like I wouldn't want to eat a whale, but like I would eat like an octopus, and honestly, an octopus is like a very intelligent creature. So it's like in a way far more fucked up for me to eat an octopus probably than to eat a whale.
패배 이후에 T1과의 좀 접전 이후에 립 선수가 최근 경기 포커페이스전에선 좀 프레야를 많이 잡았거든요. 이런 기조도 좀 이어질지가 좀 궁금하고요.
맞아요.
What? Where? Okay, yeah, you can lay down here, cat. Come on.
누군가에게 좀 밀어주기 이런 것도 필요할 수 있고요. 밀가루도 요즘에
The deep posting.
두 선수 모두 또 레킹볼을 잘하는 어린 탱커.
Pigs are also very smart. Yeah, also true. Very true.
맞습니다. 정말
We need a human? Okay, but I wouldn't like kill and eat the human. I would eat a lab-grown human steak, or if they donated the meat. Those are two. I'm not gonna like kill and eat. I'm not gonna farm them.
특화된 딜라인이라는 것도 굉장히 또 어떻게 보면 공통점이기도 하죠.
슈마카 좀 어떻게 보십니까?
Octopus is delicious? Yeah, I know it's delicious, man. It's about the ethical ramifications of eating the octopus, okay?
생도 엄청나서 오늘 경기 이기면
It's about the ethical ramifications of eating the octopus.
부르시지 않을까 싶습니다.
그 정도입니다. 이미 지금 오전 전승을 하면서 그래도 이거 그런데 이런 거 보셔야 돼요. 크레이지 라쿤을 상대로 해서 OWCS에서 약 4할 정도까지 올라오는 팀이 몇 개나 있었을까요?
Would you eat a lab-grown steak if you had to strangle the lab-grown man in order to harvest his steak? No, I don't want to murder anybody. I'm not looking to murder anyone.
그럼요.
붙으면 다르다. 다시 뒤집을 거다라는 그 믿음이 65%에 정말 흔들리지 않는 그 믿음이 있었습니다.
Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Look at you. You're like you're right in front of the screen a little bit, cat. I'm not gonna lie. You're just gonna put your chunky head self right on top of that, but that's fine. You can be right there.